Greetings, tribes and clans, wherever you are in Africa, wherever you are in the diaspora. Welcome to African Covenant Quest, Episode 6. Today, we speak of truth, hidden knowledge, the role of the Almighty's chosen seed, and the cosmic order that our ancestors were tasked to uphold. Before colonialism, before slavery, before Christianization and Islamization, our forefathers communed directly with the Almighty. They knew their totems, their clans, their sacred laws. And they knew, one day, the wisdom of the forbidden books, Enoch, Jubilees, Jasher, would speak again to the children of Israel, and to all descendants of the covenant seed. Today, tribes and clans in the diaspora, it is your time to listen. To remember, to awaken. You carry totems, you come from tribes and clans. You are called with a totem. Through this sacred connection, you will rediscover your identity, your role, your place in the cosmic order. Even today, they try to tell you where Israelite blood exists. DNA tests, maps, documents, all supposedly proving your origins. But know this, these tools are controlled by the same powers of slavery and colonization that tried to erase us centuries ago. They seek to control the story, not the truth of your covenant. The Almighty speaks, not through colonial names or foreign narratives, but through your totems, your clans, your traditions. DNA cannot restore this, maps cannot reconnect this. Only remembering your covenant, your names, your ancestral ways, can restore your connection to the Almighty and cosmic order. And the Almighty did not create the world in chaos. He established a law of balance, written on the heavenly tablets. Jubilees chapter 6, verses 34 to 38 tells us, "For on the heavenly tablets the division of days is ordained, so that they will not forget the feasts of the covenant, and walk according to the feasts of the nations. For there will be those who will make observances of the moon and corrupt the seasons." He chose Israel to be his people. Jubilees chapter 15, verses 1 to 8 explains, "He chose Israel to be his people, and gathered them from among all the children of men, for there are many nations and many peoples, and all are his, but he chose Israel to be his people." And Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8 reminds us, "When the Most High divided the nations, he set their boundaries according to the number of the sons of Elohim. But the Almighty's portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance." All other nations were given to angelic rulers, but Israel, the chosen seed, reserved for the Almighty, to guard law, covenant, and cosmic balance. Their obedience sustains creation, their disruption brings disorder, their awakening restores it. But the Almighty also warned us, that if the covenant is broken, the world itself trembles. Enoch chapter 93, verses 1 to 10, "And after this, in the 10th week, in the 7th part, there shall be an eternal judgment, and the order of creation shall be destroyed, and all the works of the sinners shall vanish from the earth." Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 24 to 33, "Your heavens shall be bronze, your earth iron, you will sow much but harvest little, you will serve your enemies." Leviticus chapter 26, verses 33 to 35, "I will scatter you among the nations, and your land shall be desolate." The cycles of creation, harvests, new moons, Sabbaths, jubilees, were set in heaven. When kept, the world is in harmony. When broken, the world trembles. And even in our time, the leaders we trust have chosen foreign paths. They believe that outside unions and foreign laws will save us, yet the bones of our ancestors know the truth. Our tribes are written in the heavenly records. Our land is inscribed in the forbidden books, translated by foreigners, hidden from us, yet they failed to erase it. The totems remain. The truth is out now. We are sons of the soil. The bones are awakening, but our political leaders are culprits. They work hand in hand with foreigners, allowing Roman laws, foreign calendars, and foreign religions to govern our land. All because they desire seats in offices of power. Yet the chiefs, the custodians of the land, the elders chosen from heaven, they are recognized in the spiritual realm, guardians of tribes and clans, custodians of the promised land. Politics in Africa must remember, you cannot erase the covenant order. You cannot replace ancestral authority with foreign systems, for only the covenant seed sustains creation. And the land itself, once fertile and abundant, began to feel the effects of broken covenant. Crops failed, rains faltered, families struggled. Forests no longer sang with the fruits our ancestors once knew. Genesis chapter 1, verses 28 to 30, and Jubilees chapter 4, verses 29 to 31. Remind us that the Almighty blessed the land to yield abundantly. Jubilees chapter 6, verses 17 to 18, and Leviticus chapter 23, verses 10 to 11. Tell of rains and harvests in their appointed seasons. And our forests, they gave fruits in plenty, wild honey, roots, nuts, herbs. Food in rhythm with creation. But foreign foods replaced our traditional ones. And what was called progress was disruption. Greenhouse fruits without life, foreign seeds without covenant. Our people learned to crave what was not of the land, and in doing so, the rhythm of creation itself was disturbed. Jubilees chapter 5, verse 12, "They corrupted the earth, all flesh corrupted its way, men and animals, birds and everything that moves." Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 40 to 42, You shall plant vineyards and dress them, but you shall not drink of the wine. The locust shall consume it. All your trees and the fruit of your land shall the locust possess. And the Almighty also set the ways of marriage and family, not just for tradition, but to preserve the covenant seed. Leviticus chapter 18, verses 6 to 18, Laws on sexual relationships within families. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13, Same-sex relations forbidden, breaking laws defiles the people. Jubilees chapter 29, verses 11 to 13, Clan marriages preserve inheritance and lineage. Enoch chapter 91, verses 14 to 16, Corruption of family laws brings cosmic disorder. Today, foreign powers push same-sex marriage. Sanctions are applied to African nations for resisting. And this is part of the disruption of cosmic order. Breaking lineages, weakening clans, interfering with covenant succession. Our names, our totems, our covenant. Shona says, your name is your inheritance. Zulu says, the reed returns to its source. Akan says, a person is remembered by their name. A river that forgets its source will dry up. A tree that loses its roots cannot stand in the storm. And the prophecy has always been clear. Enoch chapter 91, verse 7, In that generation the righteous shall arise, and wisdom shall be given unto them. And after this the eternal order shall be revealed to the children of men. Jubilees chapter 23, verses 26 to 30, After this, they shall return to me, the times shall flow correctly, the earth yielding abundance. Isaiah chapter 18, verse 7, From beyond the rivers of Cush. My people will bring an offering to the Almighty. When the chosen seed awakens, returns to ancestral names, sacred seasons, covenant ways. Cosmic order is restored, rivers flow in blessing, crops flourish, justice rises, peace returns. For years, Africa's heads of state preach Pan-Africanism, yet they sit comfortably on man-made boundaries drawn by foreigners. Lines carved at the Berlin Conference, divisions never sanctioned by the Almighty. These are illegal boundaries, foreign structures built on blood and looting, and yet our leaders continue to govern the promised land within these cages. How can you unite Africa when the foundation itself is illegal? How can you restore the covenant while clinging to borders drawn by colonizers? It will never work. Unity cannot grow from chains. The promised land will never rest until these false divisions are broken. And the children of the covenant restore it under the order of the Almighty. Tribes and clans. The tribes never vanished. They're here, they're you. The Almighty gave the nations to angels, but chose Israel, His covenant people. Their contribution sustains creation. Their disruption brings disorder. Their awakening brings restoration. Will you keep walking under colonial names, foreign religions, broken covenant? Or will you rise, return to sacred ways, answer to your true names, restore cosmic balance, take your place in the Almighty's plan? Because when the chosen seed fulfills its role, creation itself begins to heal. The tribes never vanished. They're here, they're you. This brings us to the end of episode 6. Life renewal and the resetting of the cosmic order were written in heaven. The awakening of these tribes is not about death, but about restoration and balance for life on earth. Keep watching, and you'll see how these tribes play their part in the great cosmic order. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and stay awake with us here on Hidden Roots Africa.